Hello and welcome! This is Mousgunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. And on our way back to Grafenberg to collect our reward, we encounter some brigands fighting another mercenary band here. And I'm actually wanting to get involved in this combat because I want to see what mercenaries are like. I've never actually engaged one in combat. And I think it's also a good potential to get some loot here. But before we do that, I should probably check to see if we have any level ups, and it looks like we do indeed. So, might as well take advantage of the opportunity to level up here. So there's a good roll here. We'll go ahead and take the melee skill. We also have a good roll for our melee defense, so we'll take that because that's valuable for our men. And outside of that, we have a good roll for resolve. Nothing else really jumps out at me being spectacular. We'll go ahead and take the resolve. And go from there. Alright, so he has a initiative penalty. I just wanted to check that. Let's take a look at the perks. So he's now at this level. He's got an axe. What are the trait of an axe? So, axe mastery. Okay. Skills build up 25 less fatigue, so he could be chopping away at shields. Shield split, damage to shields increased by 50% when used with axes. Well, that seems pretty damn good, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. And also, round swing games 5% chance to hit. I don't think we use that with this particular style of axe, but shield split, that's going to be useful. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. We're always using axes, in my opinion. I think chopping people's shields down is a effective thing to do. I could have taken the brawny trait, which would allow him to have heavier armor, but I'm fine with that. Okay, so we at least have him leveled up, and we can take advantage of that level up at this point. Our other Axeman will have that level maybe soon. Okay, let's go ahead and get involved in this combat now that we've done the level up. Hopefully we get there in time. Okay, so some Brigand Marksmen and some Brigand Raiders. We're going to have the mercenaries on our side. And it looks like they're already engaged in fighting. I mean, we knew they were. And I'm going to guess it's up there somewhere. So far nobody's died. We've heard a lot of shots of arrows and what have you. Go ahead and wait. I mean, backliners are going to wait, let the frontliners come forward. So a doggy went down, so we're down to 21 here. Sounds like maybe a man dropped too. I mean, if the dog was factored in, I guess. Does mean that the numbers were not necessarily exactly equal here. It's maybe a long combat because of how many people are involved in it. Alright, so I'm just going to step up forward too for now, but it's possible we're going to have to move at a quicker pace here if we want to catch these guys in an advantage position. Advantage being that they're distracted. Now, I do have to keep in mind that Gunther will not be able to keep up with the rest of the men, and he will lag behind. The tree's in the way anyway, I guess. So, we'll move over like that. I have a feeling that the bad guys are up that way anyway. Okay, and then we just bring everybody else back in line. I guess we could scout with our archer, who... Oh, now we can see them. Not really sure how to move this guy. I guess we just move him there, and we deal with the fact that we're a little bit behind. So these are the mercenaries. Looks like... okay, I'm not really sure how to think of their equipment. I mean, it looks decent. But we might actually be at a point where we're equal to or better than a normal mercenary company. Pretty close, let's put it that way. Alright, so we know that they're going to be over here somewhere. I think we just wait with our back line again. Okay. So, enemy have lost a man in the fighting so far. Okay. Our archers are Firing away. Looks like the enemy have a lot of archers. Okay, that's a bad guy. Again, we'll wait. We'll be able to get up on this high ground this turn. Probably to the point we should start putting up shield walls, so I'll put one up now. Gunther, I'll just have him move straight forward. And... again, we'll start putting up shield walls, because... I mean, honestly, though, are they going to be able to get to me? Or shoot at me realistically? Because I could move here, and then next turn be able to engage that guy. Let's get up on top of the hill, get a better view of what's going on. I think this man, because we're going to need to wheel over this way, I think this man can go ahead and just do a straight run. Same thing here. Just run right up to the enemy. But, do we put a shield wall up? I won't be able to if I take the high ground. We'll just take the high ground and call that a day. Okay. You're gonna do a run up. Our backliners. We may be able to pull off a long shot. I doubt they're in range, though. If I run up like this, do we have a shot here? 6%. That's not really good. We'll move this way because we have the possibility to get on top of this hill next turn. And then on top of the hill, we'll have a good advantage at shooting at guys. Okay, well, let's just run into position here. Alright, I guess that's as close as we're getting either way. Alright, I guess we'll run there and turn. Oh, wow, good shot. I don't know if I have them in the air there on that kind of shot. Jeez. I wonder what kind of bow he has, because it looks different than the kind of bow I have. I think we wait here, because I might be able to gain the high ground and take a shot this turn. So... alright, they're shooting at the mercenaries, which works in my favor. Alright, so the mercenaries are starting to chop these guys to pieces. Okay, we'll wait still with the back line. Okay, mercenary goes down. I don't know if we'll be able to loot them. I doubt it. I'm actually not sure if you can loot somebody you don't take down yourself. Okay, so that is a Brigand Raider that's trying to get out of a net. Okay, this guy, you know, he's not going to go down before we get to go. Oh, wow. Nice thrown axe there. At least I think it was an axe. Alright, that's as far as I can run. And Gunther, that's what you're going to do. Okay, giving me good vision. I think that we're seeing all the enemy at this stage. I think we try and gain this high ground with Alaric. So, what do I do with the rest of my men? Because this guy he can step here and attack, or he can step there and shield wall. So, do we try and wheel over this way with the rest of our men? Yeah, why not? I mean, it puts him in a vulnerable position. Okay, so... we could poke him. 59% chance, but I think we shield wall. We protect ourselves. Okay, so this man... he can step there and shield wall. Alaric is going to jump up on top of the high ground. Makes him a target, but the high ground should protect him to an extent. Shield wall. Okay. It's going to be hard to get this guy involved in fighting regardless. We could circle up this way, but he'd be by himself. Don't think that's ideal. Let's just stack him here until we've got a better move. Okay, archer up. Archer shoot. Not gonna have a clear shot there, but we'll have clear shots at the rest of the men. Let's go ahead and go for this, this guy here. Okay, good hit. And turn. Okay, that guy's just gonna run. I may be able to get into position for next turn, hacking away at this guy, so let's step there. And end turn. I'm not going to use dogs in this situation because the dogs might just go down. Just get in behind our men. Okay, and you can get here, so go ahead and... Okay. Be able to take more shots here. I could go for an aim shot, which would give me a good chance to hit. Let's go for it. Okay, down he goes. Another man down. That's kind of a bummer, though. We don't have anything to do with our man in the back yet, so let's just go ahead and wait until we have our frontliners figured out here. Okay, there's not many of these brigands left, and they're probably going to run at this point. They're outnumbered. Yeah, down he goes. They're outnumbered, and they're not in a great situation here. So we're just going to pass through our backliners. We may be able to catch this guy and run him down. He's already fleeing, so all we have to do is get next to him. Which we can easily do with a couple of our men. Yeah, Alaric will move in. Their archer should run. Fortunately, we can only get to here at this point. We'll try and run the archer down, but I doubt that will work. And we could take an arrow for our effort, but... Okay, down he goes. So we'll just move the polearm guys. I mean, honestly, does it matter if we move the polearm guys? I mean, in theory, this guy could take a long-range shot at us that wouldn't be blocked, so... Because of that theory, we're going to go ahead and move, at least so that we're in the bodies. We'll say it's over. I mean, it's potential that we'd run that guy down, but... Alright, so we didn't take any hits. Loot, hey, we get some. I mean, it's better than nothing. Loot all the items. And... I mean, I don't think we got anything fantastic. We get another kite shield. We get some stuff that we can sell. But, and we got some gold, so that's not too bad either. Let's take a look at the... First, we have a level up, but wasn't there somebody that I thought about? Oh, okay, I was gonna give a hatch to somebody, but now we have a dagger. Let's go ahead and give that to our man. Let's sort our crap. So we have another thing of bolts that I'll probably be selling. We've got a light crossbow, I'll sell that. Alright, level up. So Eugen levels up. And that's good. He rolls good again on the melee skill, so we'll roll, and we'll go ahead and take that. Initiative is a good roll as well, so I'll take that, and Resolve is a good roll, I'll go ahead and take that. Why not? These are all good rolls. And I think those we benefit from all of those things, especially as he already has a problem with his the pessimist trait there. Okay, so I think we take the Overwhelm. That seems to be pretty effective for a man that has backliner polearm like he does. So it'll give debuffs to anyone he attacks. All right, well, that went pretty well. We get some stuff we can sell, and I mean, I don't think that this mercenary group cares one way or the other that we help them. I mean, we could murder them right now if we wanted to, perhaps, but I don't think there's really an advantage in doing that. Other than we might be able to get some good loot. They seem to be pretty skilled, even if they're not armed necessarily. Well, no, they are armed better than we are because the pole arms were better than what we have. It's kind of a bummer you can't loot their stuff. I mean, other than if you killed them yourself. So I would say other mercenary bands are above us in gear at the moment. And maybe in skill. But it's slight. It's not a big gulf that probably would have been in the earlier stages of the game. Okay, so we get our 800 crowns, and they're no longer having marauding greenskins, so that's good. Count Berthold von Harkens regaling a woman with tales when you return. Her giggles turn to a longing stare as you enter. He sees this and quickly scoots her out, lest the presence of a real man give her the fainting fits. Sellsword, what news do you have? You bring the head of a greenskin out of a burlap sack. Count Berthold von Harken gazes at it, purses his lips, smiles, frowns, seems not sure what to do with what he's looking at. Right. Well, your pay is here, as promised. He heaves a wooden chest onto the table. Bring that girl back in here when you leave. Alright, so we get our 800 crowns. And we don't have any more missions with these guys at the moment. They're still well supplied. We don't need any dogs. We didn't lose any because I have only been sparingly using them. I don't think we're going to really see much of anything changed in this town. I can just barely afford the helmet we need to get our quest done. Oh, that's not true. We got this here. A Keto hat with closed mail. And that will do the job. Gets our ambition out of the way. It would put me in a precarious position as far as our funds go. Because roughly doing the math, we'd have about 700 in gold. I will get rid of what junk I don't need, and we'll evaluate things from there. So we don't need another thing of bolts. We don't need... Well, I could have kept that on. We don't need a light crossbow. We don't need the orc weapons, so get rid of those. Okay, all those are taken care of. We don't need the orcish shield. We don't need that. Okay. I think that's probably good. So it doesn't put me in a great position as far as the funds go, but I want to get this ambition over with. So let us go ahead and go to this armor, and we'll get the, I believe it was this, 250. It's expensive, and it's possible if I shopped around I'd be able to get something that's a little bit cheaper that does the job, but I just want to get this honestly over with because we've had it for a long time. So there we go. That should be that. So we've got 1,100, almost 1,200 left over. And I'm going to equip it just in case it is dependent upon that to be completed. So Alric, this is going to be an upgrade over what you already have, but probably not that different in fatigue. It's a difference of 1. So we'll take that. And who's our other man here? Yeah, so you can probably take this as well. Oh, that's right. You don't have the brawny trait. Ish. Well, again, we're taking it, get it out of the way, so... Who has the brawny trait? Hartmut has it. He doesn't have the best fatigue, but you know what? We'll take the penalty for now. What would he have been at? Out of curiosity, if we did that. 67. Okay, that's not too bad. He doesn't have the brawny trait. Interesting. All right. And then you can have this bit, I guess. And we probably have more of these helmets than we need at this point, too. So I'll sell that. The one that's 50% anyway. Gives us 47 gold. I mean, that's something. I'm not sure I'm that big of a fan of how low the resale value is for some items. Okay. So we should have this quest taken care of now. We've got 3 helmets that are worth 230 plus. I want to take a look at the faction here. So we're still neutral with this faction. Seems like you have to take a lot of these faction jobs to really advance that. All right, let's get back on the road. We'll go to Honau. We can buy maybe some cheap food there or something like that. We can go to Weisenhaus as well. At least get on the road. And we'll see if we get our ambition taken care of. Possible I'm mistaken on what I need to do, but I think this is what we need. Well, we're down to 4 days worth of food, so I would like to replenish that. I would also like to possibly get more tools. Injuries-wise, we're good to go. Morale-wise, we're good. So, for the most part, nah, we went off the beaten track, and that's okay. I'll let it go this time. Mostly because we were so far off the track by the time I thought to correct it. Okay. Company of Arkan troops. Alright, we've got a one skull contract here if we want to take it. I don't think we cleared our ambition because I have 3 men equipped with helmets that are 230 plus. So do I need armor and helmets? Because this is going to take a while if that's what I need. Alright, well, we'll take the one skull contract while we're here, just to get some cash. Okay, so what are we going to have here? Delivery to Zwickhof. Alright, well, that's kind of a ways away. It's only paying me that much. We need to be paid more for this. Alright, I'll accept it because it's a one skull, but I'm not necessarily thrilled with it. What do we got in the armory? Okay, well, we got a special helmet, but it's well out of our affordability range. Male shirts. I don't think we're going to be taking anything for a little while. Okay, so I have to go to Zwickhof, which is up this way. We might as well go to Weisenhaus on the way. I should probably see if there's anything worth buying here in the marketplace, because we do need some food. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a piece of bread. Why not? And I think that's probably good for now. Oh, let's click on Weisenhaus. There we go. So we'll see what jobs are along the way, if we have any faction contracts or anything like that. I mean, maybe I should stick in Harkon territory, because that's where we have the most faction relationship. Okay, there is a faction job here. See what we can buy food-wise. Bread's about the same price I think it was at the other town, maybe even cheaper. I forgot to look for tools, but I'll buy them here now. Why not? And I have to consider the fact that I am somewhat low on money here. I only have a few days worth of payment. So I think we just go about our business. It's, you know, it's getting to the stage where this amount of money is not really worth our time. So we're going to come up this way. So armor and helmets. So I guess we need armor that's 230 plus 2. You raise up from a nap and turn over, looking for this package as though it were a lover, but she's not there, and neither is the cargo. Quickly getting to your feet, you begin ordering the men to attention. Ulrich, the sergeant, runs up and says he's tracked some footprints leading off from the site. You follow their tracks. Okay. Along the way, you walk out of your tent and see a wasteland set ablaze. What isn't fire is blackened by its passing. What isn't dead is screaming as the flames eat their flesh. Amidst the smog of this ruin march a stream of burly orcs, chained human slaves dragged forward at their sides, a swarm of goblins skipping around to relish in the chaos, and Tornhelm Bricklayer, the mercenary, pokes you, and this burning world disappears in an instant. All that's left is the sellsword standing over you. Sorry to wake you, sir, but your bedding caught fire by the waning candle there. I put it out before it could do any harm. Hey, are you alright? Nodding, you tell the man to clear out and prepare the men for another day's march. You try to put the memory of the dream out of your head, but it lingers as though it were not meant to be forgotten. That's concerning. Alright, so we might have just heard about our end game. Alright, so there's some thieves have stolen our cargo, and I guess we'll track them down in the next episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.